the SP1200, the blue light bulb, to the board, the engineer's hands, and the limited well of patience. Hallelujah to everybody say ho, amen to all the ladies say ow. Thank God for make money, money, make money, money, and bless every hand that was ever put in the air. In your name, we pray. God bless the cipher, the rotation. God bless the beatboxer's lungs, amen for breath control, the smiles that cry open faces when flow goes unbroken, and the smoke. To stories you can see, to coming in on the one. Some ideas, they shake you out of your sleep like when a toddler creeps. Totality of the deep, the mere thought of an unconscious manifestation carried out with the beat. Positive charged protons creating neural explosions. Time hiccups when fingers and pads touch. Dead air smiles because it knows what's coming. The countenance of the clock claps hands. The choreography of the knot slaps jams. And you be like, who made this? Vertebrae responding to the call so bad to make a B-girl curve the wall.
What's going on, family? It's yours truly, Mazi Mutafa, Executive Director of Words, Beats, and Life. Trying to do something a little different. Last time we did this, it was really successful. I think partially because of the popularity of our brand new Academy manager, Miss Serena Lewis. We decided we wanted to do another interview. That's Serena right there. What's going on, Serena?
Hey, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Enjoying this day off, kind of.
Yeah, right.
And so I was just saying, we're continuing this midday interview process by having you and I come to have a conversation with one of the newest leaders in Words, Beats, and Life, and that would be Mr. Terrell, who is the new head college material coach. For those that don't know, college material is our college and career readiness curriculum, really designed to bring volunteers in to help young people prepare to go to college, trade school, culinary arts, nursing, whatever it is they want to do post-high school. This program is designed to help prepare them to develop a plan. What's going on, Terrell?
Hello. Good morning. How are you all doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. We were just talking right before the show about this idea of service and the fact that each of us in our undergraduate experience decided to become part of organizations that promoted our own already existing desire to be servants to our communities. I know I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma. Terrell is a member of Phi Beta Sigma. Serena is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And we've all decided to share our passion for service by being a part of this hip hop organization that's created this curriculum called College Material. I wonder, Serena, how are things going with the Academy? I know you just started 2 weeks ago, entering week 3.
I know. I'm excited. Students are excited. We have been really successful with enrollments and getting students there. We're still open to taking more students. I think students are really enjoying their classes from the feedback I'm hearing. And also our teachers are having a lot of fun teaching these young people. The students that have consistently been showing are amazing. And we're just really happy to have them and able to enrich their lives through this arts education. So it's been going well. We're super excited, and we're excited to get more students in, more support from schools and organizations, whoever wants to be a part of the Academy.
And so I wonder, so Terrell is getting ready to roll out another part of the Academy. I know I myself have been doing a lot of the career readiness work that Words, Beats, and Life does. On Saturdays and Sundays, hosting our Like a Boss classes and our Walk It Like I Talk It classes. And I'll be honest, I'm loving it. You know, the last time I was in a classroom, I was a substitute teacher as an adjunct at American University teaching college students. And I'm honestly having comparable levels of engagement with young people as young as 5th grade to college students in these classes. So I know the difference that they're going to make in the world, and I feel honored to be a part of their lives and part of their own creative journeys. And to that end, Terrell, you're working to recruit, train, and place volunteers who are going to help young people ideally prepare for college, but also whatever their post-high school plans are. Can you talk to us a little bit about the College Material Program?
Of course. So the college material program is a part of the academy program here at Words, Beats, and Life. It has a focus of helping our students get the materials, resources, information, and knowledge that they need to continue their education after high school. Whether that student wants to attend a four-year college, community college, a trade school, art school, or even going straight into their career or choosing any path that they have, the college material program is essential in helping our students achieve their goals after they graduate from high school. Um, the volunteer coaches, as Mazi just mentioned, we are currently recruiting, and I'm onboarding and getting a lot of those volunteer coaches so that they can come in and mentor these high school students so that they are better prepared to achieve their goals after high school.
And we all know how important that post high school plan is. I know that each of us has different stories. I love Serena's story about how it is that she got not just one degree, but two, and the role that her parents and kind of expectations around academic achievement impacted her decisions. Terrell, I actually don't know your college story. Like, let me share mine real quick, which is that the only reason why I actually went to college is because in my 12th grade year, I met an amazing young lady who was an honor roll student, and I was almost on the verge of failing out of high school, except I played baseball, so I had to maintain a certain GPA. And one day she asked me where I was going to college, a thing I had never thought about, and I said, "Where are you going to college?" And so I applied all the places that she applied. And fortunately, we both got into the same university and broke up in the summer between graduating and college. But thanks to that young lady, she was my college material coach. She asked me the questions about what I was doing around SAT prep and around applications. And so we're trying to do that with adults who really care about the futures of young people. So what's your story, Terrell, in terms of how it is that you made it to college?
Of course. Growing up, my parents, much like Serena, pretty much gave me a couple of options. So after high school, for me, it was either college or the military. I have two older siblings. My older sister, she chose to go to college. She currently holds 2 master's degrees. And my older brother, he works in the Navy. So you saw what 2 paths they chose. So when it came down to me, after high school, I just felt like college was a better choice for me. The military, I know, is takes a lot of discipline, a lot of giving up, and a lot of work. So I just felt like college was the better choice for me. I don't regret going to college. I did attend Towson University. I graduated in December of 2019 with a major in health education and promotion with a focus on community health.
Cool. That's a great story. I mean, it sounds similar to mine, but my dad didn't give me a military option. He said, "You're going to college." But yeah, so I know a lot of what you're doing with the college material program really relies on these college material coaches, these volunteers, these amazing people within the workforce and education that are coming in to give their time and efforts to our students. What is your opinion on, well, one, did you have a mentor growing up? And two, was it impactful to your life? If you didn't have one, do you think it would have been better for you if you did have one?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Great question. Growing up, I didn't really have a mentor that I looked up to. I was heavily involved in church growing up. So I did lean to my pastor a lot. My pastor, he always saw the good in me. I kind of cut up in school a little bit when I was younger. But as I got older, he helped me get my act together so that I was better prepared for college and stuff like that. So that was my mentor experience. I wish I did have a mentor that stuck with me long term. I feel like that would have helped me out very much. And that is what I'm hoping to bring to this program, is that we can create long-lasting relationships with our students and our mentors so that our students will be able to achieve the goals that they aspire.
That's a great point. One of the things that I most admire about my own wife is that she has mentors now as an adult. People who she seeks career advice from. And this idea that mentoring isn't necessarily a thing that you just get when you're a young person, but that you're always able to benefit from the wisdom and experience of people sometimes who are older than you, but sometimes who are just more successful than you. So like I could meet someone who's running a nonprofit who's younger than me that might be being more successful, who could still be my mentor. And so this idea that you have to be a certain age to get a mentee or a mentor. In this case, we're working with young people ages 13 to 22, some of whom are actually already in college, but they might be in a community college. That doesn't mean that they don't need mentoring. And so can you talk to us a little bit about the approach that you and Serena took to selecting this first batch of coaches who applied? I know we're still seeking maybe 2 or 3 more coaches to apply, which is why your email is at the bottom for people to contact you at headcoach@wblinc.org. But talk to me a little bit about some of the questions that you asked potential college material coaches.
Sure thing. So first, I just want to also go over the impact of a mentor. So the impact of a mentor in college and career prep is very essential in the college application process. So all of our college coaches so far, they have been to college and they know what it takes to succeed in United States universities. The impact of a mentor can go a very long way. Many students in the DC area may not have a personal relationship, for example, with their guidance counselor. It should be one guidance counselor to 250 students, whereas in some DC schools, it's about one mentor to every 900 students. So a lot of the students in this area aren't getting that one-on-one personal relationship with our mentor, with their guidance counselor. And that's where our mentors come in, is building that one-on-one relationship with our students. As far as the coaches that we have already been hiring, we have a very diverse group of mentors. They have all come from different backgrounds. We have some that are first generation college students. We have some that aren't first generation college students, but who also may have had a hard college experience. Excuse me. They, a lot of them have went to school for majors that necessarily they aren't working in now, and that's okay, because that's also part of career prep. Finding out what your purpose is and what your passion is and leaning towards that. A lot of them might have went to school for business, but now they work in education because they want to give back to our youth. And that is one thing that connects with all of us, as well as Serena, all of our coaches, and myself, is that we all want to be able to give back to our community, give back to our students, because we want to see people like us aspire and do great things.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think it's really important that, once we're at a certain point in our lives, we kind of feel like we want to give our time to roles like being a volunteer, college material coach, because it's needed, right? Like somebody helped us, so let's help the people behind us, meaning whether they're children or older adults, whatever it may be, just giving back in a way. So I think it's really important. And I think it's amazing that the coaches that we have already decided to recruit are at that point where they really just want to give back because they realize that it'll be an important part of what they want to do for the world and for the youth today. So I know Mazi mentioned in the beginning that we're all a part of a Divine Nine organization. Ski-wee, big ups to the VP. So what do you think, within our Divine Nine organizations, we all generally have this service to all, right? And giving back. So how do you think Phi Beta Sigma played a part in you really wanting to be a part of something like Words Beats in Life and being the head coach?
Oh man, I could go for I could go on for a while with this question. So as Mazi mentioned, I am a brother of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Our values are brotherhood, scholarship, and service. And I can also tell you that our motto is culture for service and service for humanity. So we are very big in giving back to our community. We are an inclusive fraternity. I've worked with several brothers who just love to give back to our community. And I believe that's where I connect with a lot of our brothers as well as Mazi. And that's why Words Beats in Life was founded, was to be able to give back to our community and be able to help those who need help. As well as just in my college experience, I was the chapter president on my campus, as well as the education program director. And a lot of the programs that we did run, not only were we, trying to recruit, but we were also focusing on giving the students inside of our college campus the tools that they needed to succeed as well, which is very similar to what I'm doing here at Words Beats in Life. I want to be able to give the volunteer coaches as well as our students and mentees the tools and resources and knowledge that they need to succeed and continue on with their path.
And so one of the most interesting things about you, Terrell, that maybe you could share is the fact that not only do you have your undergraduate degree, right now you're in grad school. So this idea of preparing young people for college, you're a person seeking an advanced degree, and you're currently an in-school educator. So let's talk about your decision to not only continue to educate yourself, but to actually be a classroom-based educator in Prince George's County. How did you decide to do that?
Sure thing. So originally I didn't go to college to be a teacher. My major is health, as I mentioned earlier. I originally wanted to be more so of a doctor, physical therapist type of role. But into my college career, I just realized that wasn't going to be for me. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. So after graduating, I got to network with a couple of Towson alumni, and the principal at my school, she actually is the principal at my school. She's actually a Towson alumni. So she helped me get a job there. And although I am a health teacher, I think that my role is very important in just helping kids understand what it means to live a healthy lifestyle. So in any way, shape, or form that I'm able to give back to the youth, that is what I love to do. As Mazi mentioned, I am also seeking a advanced degree. I currently attend Bowie State University with the hopes of graduating with a master's in teaching. And not only does that master's in teaching work in a school setting, a regular education setting, but I just want to be able to teach people in all aspects of life. I want to be able to be a lifelong mentor. I want to be able to be a coach for people who don't have those resources, who don't have someone talking to them and helping them out.
That's great, Terrell. I'm sure you're going to get your master's in no time. So let's talk more about what you're really bringing to the table with this college material program. Like, what is this program? Like, how is it going to help the students that we have in the academy and possibly the larger DC youth?
Of course. So far, as the head college material coach, just getting started, I can tell you all that the college material program is a part of the academy here at Words Beats in Life, as I mentioned earlier, has a focus on helping our students get the materials, resources, and information that they need to continue after high school. All right. So students, they should want to attend the program for several reasons. And the first reason is to be educated on what it means to really be college and career ready and how they can be college and career ready. There are several aspects of the college application process that may be confusing to some, maybe new to a lot of people, not only just the students, but their parents as well. But with the help of our college coaches, we will help our students get to where they need to go. Another reason students should look to attend our college material program is so they can get professional help as well as mentorship from a diverse group of people who've been in the same spot that they have been in. Our college material coaches are a diverse group of individuals, as I also mentioned, who come from different backgrounds, and they are all here to help us out and help our students achieve the goals that they want to achieve after high school.
Dope. I mean, I think that the individual modules that we've developed, and I'm proud to say we, because I know that you and Serena have done a great deal of work building out the curriculum, establishing an onboarding process for the new coaches, and enlisted me to work to get kind of instructional videos based on the experiences of some of the people in the larger Words Beats in Life network to be able to share how they did particular things to be able to enroll in college. And I know that one of your innovations, personally, Terrell, is the creation of these 3 panel discussions that we're going to host. That'll be just like this, broadcast to the world. You don't have to be in our program, but of benefit to anyone who's thinking about going to college. What are those 3 panel topics you're working on?
All right, sure thing. So far, for the addition of the workshops and panels that I've been creating. The first one is called We Ready. And We Ready is just a focus on the importance of what it means to be college and career ready and how students can achieve that. We'll have a panelist of about 4 people who will come in and they will share advice on what it means to be college and career ready, how you can get college and career ready, and how students can achieve that. The second panel that I've created is titled Where the Bag At. And this panel has a main focus on exactly what financial aid is, what is the FAFSA, what scholarships are, where you can find scholarships, and how to apply for them, and also to see if you are eligible for them. It'll be the same setup where we'll have panelists that will come in and ask questions or answer questions, that is, my apologies, onto what financial aid is. And the last panel discussion is titled Hold On to the Memories. And that panel will mainly focus on the college experience. So some of these topics will include, should you go to school in state versus out of state? Should you live on campus or should you live off of campus? Joining college organizations such as the Black Student Union, Campus Activities Board, as well as what Greek life is, like how all of us eventually got into Greek life in our undergrad degrees. We all want to, stress the importance of that. And just like the other two, that will be a panel discussion, and we will have people in each workshop that will come in and answer these questions.
So I know Mazi mentioned that the panels will be kind of like this, where people can tune in and it's information for the world, not just our students. But that other aspect of the students being able to meet with their coaches, how do you think we're adjusting to going virtual, right? Because I know I had that issue with the academy because it's just better in person, but we all have to pivot and adjust at this time. So what are the plans for really being able to help those bonds and matching happen properly in this virtual space?
Of course. Great question. Great question. That is actually also one of the things that we will focus on in our first workshop called We Ready. I do have a specific section inside of that workshop that will focus on how to currently help students as they struggle with, being virtually online with COVID-19. But back to what Serena just asked, as far as our college material program being online, as she mentioned, just with the academy, it is a bit of a challenge. It's very new to everybody. But bringing the college material back and working on it online has given me an opportunity not only to connect with people here in the DMV area, but we also have a couple of people that have applied that don't live in the States here, which is also, I believe, is a great thing because we have a lot of experienced people that may not be in the DMV area that can definitely give a lot of feedback and help to the students and their mentees. As far as working on Zoom, as Mazi mentioned earlier, I'm currently a teacher, and working on Zoom for the college material program is something that I'm actually excited for. It's not as good as in-person interaction, one-on-one in-person interaction. But however, I believe that with the help of Serena and Mazi and myself, students and their mentors, they will have a great experience online. And if you have any more questions specifically about how we can, if you have any more questions as to what we're doing to help our students achieve during COVID-19, you can also email me at the contact that Mazi has displaying at the bottom.
It's interesting. I was talking to my wife about this whole virtual thing, and she was asking me, when do I think I'm going to get the vaccine? Because she's in the medical field, so she's actually already gotten her first and second dose. And I told her, to be honest, I don't want to come out of quarantine. I actually like Zoom. I actually like not having to wait for people to fight through traffic or find parking, or catch their train or bus, that they can instantly be in the classroom space with us just by pressing a button. And so I feel like on a lot of levels, it actually makes programming accessible to more people. Like, it doesn't necessarily seem like a lot of money, but some people can't afford to catch buses and trains across town, or if they live outside of the city, catching multiple buses or getting an Uber. So that one of the benefits of being in quarantine is actually the ability to actually remove paywalls. That money isn't an issue to be able to be involved. And that if, access to food, as long as someone has it at home, that we don't have to worry about, whether or not someone can feed themselves. I wonder, what do you think are some of the upsides? I'm describing upsides for myself because, I had classes this weekend, each of which had between 7 and 10 students in it who all were able to participate from the comfort of their homes, and all of whom were on time. Like, that doesn't happen in the real world. Usually we're waiting because all those other modes of transportation involve lots of variables other than getting on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you see as the upsides other than we have access to coaches outside of the DMV area? What do you think will be some of the upsides of being able to work with your coaches virtually and work with your students virtually?
Of course, great question. So first off, everyone just seems more comfortable inside of their homes. I believe even working from home, I can attest to this myself, is that I seem to be a little more productive. I don't think that being at home, working from home, affects productivity. And as you just mentioned, Mazi, a lot of people, they seem to be, more on time for things. They're not, waiting in traffic, waiting on the bus or anything like that. Working from home and being virtually definitely increases productivity across us, the teaching artists, our mentors, and hopefully the mentees as well. Another thing is that we are able to touch more lives with programming virtually. And what I mean by that is, I'm pretty sure if we got a couple of academy applications from students that aren't necessarily in the DMV area, we wouldn't turn them down. No, we would welcome them with open arms and welcome them to our program and hope that they will have the opportunity, just like the students in our area had the opportunity to learn not only college material program, but also what the academy has to offer with DJing and poetry and breakdancing. I just think that being online virtually, Worst Beats in Life can have a bigger impact than just in the DMV area.
Yeah, so sorry, go ahead. I know Mazi's come back.
No, we're just going to wrap up. Go ahead, though.
Go ahead, Mazi.
No, it's all you. It's all you.
No, I think I think that response is perfect, Terrell, because I do think that we're able to touch more lives just with some of the students that I've seen with the academy. I'm new to DC, so I didn't realize how large it is and how far it is to go from Northwest to Southwest or things like that. And some of the students on the other side of DC are now coming into our classes because they don't have to worry about getting there. So I think overall the virtual aspect, although there's hurdles, especially with arts programs and things like that, and trying to, really build this sense of community, it's actually really helping us. And I think it's helping us really just impact more lives. So I'm excited about it.
And even from a historical point of view, to be transparent, when we would have programming at our headquarters where everything is, the students that would be able to come to that site would get a better experience because everything is there, versus we'd have to go out to another neighborhood where we're taking fewer supplies or less equipment. They wouldn't get the same experience. They might get the same teacher, but not the same experience. And so the idea that regardless of where you live in DC, Maryland, or Virginia, you're getting the same class, the same content, the same instructor, means that we're doing something that even public schools aren't doing. This idea that regardless of what your zip code is, you get the same standard of education. And I feel like that should be a goal for education more broadly. So I'm especially excited to have each of you as a part of the leadership of the academy and the work that you all are doing and the ways in which you're transforming the lives of individual students and interrupting, in some cases, multi-generational poverty by working to build the skills and opportunities for young people to be able to chase their dreams and have the support to be able to do it. That's finding scholarships, or if that's building a business. Everyone isn't going to go to college, but we want to make college available to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So definitely agree.
with that being said, thank you so much to each of you for making time on today to be able to talk about college material. If you're interested in learning more, you can email Terrell at headcoach@wblinc.org. Or if you want to learn more about the Academy, you can also hit up Serena at academymanager@wblinc.org. And what if you don't feel like talking to people? You one of those people who's like, yo, I'm antisocial. Is there a form I could fill out? Yup. Hit the jump-in form at wblinc.org/jump-in. And on that form, you'll be able to indicate if you want to sign up for college material, the particular classes you're interested in, and join our Words, Beats, and Life family. Like Serena said, we've got a bunch here, but we've got room for some more. So come on down. All right? Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Peace, y'all.
Let's take you on a time jump, virtual Zoom, bringing it back to Theodore's bedroom. These hands are passionately polysyllabic, putting the Jeopardy theme on swings. 10 dons giving predictions, balancing vibes like the sons and daughters of Ipwan. Ear to the ear to the underground, flicking off peppermint, fresh experiment. Let's go. El Premier Elemento, you gotta take your time, press your fingers to the line. Red man, focus your mind. And once you do that, you're at the front of the combine.